TJ's going to show us his 3 years of playing drums. So everybody put your hands together and shout for TJ.
Welcome everybody to the Anti-Bully Show. Tonight, we're gonna have some bands playing. Big Johnny Blue's gonna come up in a few minutes. And this is like a very hard evening for myself. I have children. I have a son, I have a daughter. And what this woman is going through, I cannot imagine. I know we all think we're so tough, and we go through life thinking that, oh yeah, we're it. So there's one question I want to ask you, and later on we'll address it. One question I'd like you to think about. The question is, how many refrigerators can you open without asking permission? I know it sounds silly. Start doing the numbers. And later on, we'll address it. I would like to know a few things about Devan. We have some of his friends here. If they want to say a few things about him, for example, what colors he liked, what music he liked, his girlfriend, Danielle, if she wants to come up and say hello, that would be beautiful. We have a lot of cultures in our country that come over here and are abused, and they work their way up. They crawl their way up the ranks. For example, the Italians. And before I talk about the Italians, let me talk about the Greeks. Just so happens I have a house at Coxwell and Danforth, and I'm 2 doors away from McDonald's. It's not something I want to brag about. So when I go there, I try to go to Astoria, which is on the Danforth. It's next door to Dollarama, and I'll order a souvlaki. And the first thing I do, I'll take my fork, I'll put it into that tzatziki sauce, and I'll taste it. Yeah, it's there. Then I'll take my fork, and I'll put it into that Greek salad. I'll make sure there's a piece of feta on it, and I'm going to enjoy that. Then I take my fork, and I take a little piece of the potato, which is usually immersed in lemon, and I'll immerse that into a little bit of tzatziki and eat it. Then I'll take my chicken. I'll take a little piece. I'll dip that into tzatziki, and I'll eat that. That is a beautiful meal. Now what happens now? I go to Astoria, and the guy says to me, "No tzatziki for you. We're on strike." What? I need my tzatziki. Who does not like tzatziki? You can throw a Canadian anywhere on the planet, and you can look up at the waiter or waitress and say, that's not a proper Greek salad. It's feta cheese, not cheddar. Now imagine now, the Greeks went on strike and said, no more souvlaki, no more tzatziki for you. Well, it just so happens, I know a guy, name is Shane. He's a chief in the military. No, I don't have his phone number. They wouldn't give it to me. But if I can say, Shane, please send me some troops. I need my tzatziki. I'm sure he would find a way. Now that's just the Greeks. Let's talk about the Italians. Just so happens, I have a house, couple houses over in the Junction area, Dundas Keel, and they got a restaurant there called Vesuzio's. And I go there. And if you want to judge a good Italian restaurant, order the antipasta plate. Depends on how much energy they put into it. Vesuzio's, they do a really good antipasta plate, and that's what I order. Can you imagine now, the Italians saying, no more antipasta for you? What would we do? This is our culture. This is we are as Canadians. This is what we get to enjoy. I've been to Austria. My son ordered a spaghetti. I was smart enough to order a veal schnitzel. The spaghetti, it had tomato sauce that tasted like ketchup. My son couldn't eat it. So you think that you can go anywhere on the planet and eat what we get to eat. It's just not true. What we have here is so unique, it's unbelievable. For Devan to have gone through what he went through, and for Mr. Fisher, the principal of that school, to come out and witness it and turn around and go back into that school, that's not Canadian. The children that followed that boy around the back of the school, why aren't they charged with leaving a scene of a crime? If you enter a car accident and you leave, you're going to get charged. And yet, they went home and ate pizza. They ate pizza. What I'm calling for, I have no real power, just a landlord. But if I have any say, I want a public inquiry. While it's fresh, while it's in our minds, I want a public inquiry. I want to know the mindset of every goddamn parent. I want to know what happened when they sent their kids out to school in the morning. What was the mindset of those kids? Let me tell you something. I will never say or do the things that you will say or do the things to the ones you love. In other words, you will never say the most disgusting things that I have said to my wife and what she has said to me. This is what we do. And we just keep doing it. So, we're going to have some music now. But I'm going to come back to the refrigerator door. And there's a little bit of criteria here. I'll give you your fridge that you own. I'll give you the one in the basement. I'll even give you the one that you work in your house or your office. Sorry. But if you work at Home Depot, no. If you're working in a bar, I'll give you one. And if you're going to a party and you think you want to put your six-pack in that fridge and the hostess says to you, oh no, I have a cooler out there full of ice, that don't count. We're very alone people. Very alone. Ready? Let's go. John, you ready to come up? Okay. Where's the band? Would the girlfriend, would she come up? Danielle, is she here? Give it a shot. Just give it a shot. Do you want to? Let's not forget this, son. Let's keep this alive. Come on, please.
Okay.
Whoa, look what you got.
Okay. Hello. I can read it for Danielle because she doesn't want to, which is fine. I'm not going to look up. That's just. Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank Sherry for raising such an amazing kid. He was so loving and caring. Thank you for loving and caring for him. Carissa, thank you for being an amazing sister to him. Thank you for being a big sister to me. And Sherry, thank you for being a mom to me. Devan, I want you to know you're here. Oh, my bad. Devan, I know you're here right now. I want you to know I love you. We all do. I'm so sorry this happened. Thank you for making us smile. Thank you for caring for us. Thank you for everything. I really hope heaven is nice. I just miss you so much. Thank you for sticking up for all of us. I'm sorry, Devan. I'm sorry we failed you. We will never forget you, ever. Me, Mikey, Brody, and Chelsea, we'll stay strong for each other. We will fight for you. And Devan, I'll be the best aunt I can be for Maisie. I love you, Devan, so much. Rest in peace.
So I'd like to welcome to the stage Big Johnny Blue and his band, but I also would to acknowledge that Big Johnny Blue's wife Charlene died, and we put her into the ground Wednesday. If you could just acknowledge, John, she should be right here, and it freaks me out because it was just too damn sudden, and she would be sitting right there, and we still haven't gotten our heads around it. And we have another thing going on there too, don't we? Thank you, John.
MC Raymond Domian. Thank you. Let him show him the love. Come on. Oh, I love her. She's my idle-free zone. Oh, I want her. She's my idle-free zone. When I see her, I gets in that zone. All right. Oh, I love her. She's so soft and smooth. Oh, I want her. She's so soft and smooth. When I see her, I get in that groove. From Big Ontario, John Newton. when I get plugged in. Said I see her. I do that thing. Oh, I want her. She's my out of free zone. Oh, I need her. She's my out of free zone. When I see her, get in that zone. Rod McTaggart. Oh, I want her. She's my out of free zone. Oh, I need her. My baby's my out of free zone. When I see her, I get that zone. All right. She's my idle free zone. I need her. My baby's my idle free zone. When I see her, she gets in that zone. All right, let's go home,
Hello, everybody.
All right.
Glad you're all here.
Hi, Sherry. How you doing? There's a big difference since we're in that green room eating donuts on Monday morning, eh? So, we were at the CH, and they said, go to the green room. Went to the green room. Then we go into the makeup room, and I fell asleep because bang, bang, bang. But the guys had taken me out, and I had a little bit of a hangover, so when I'm saying, keep asking Sherry questions, don't ask me nothing. That's what I'm thinking. But then they come to me and they said, well, John, what's going to happen on Friday? And I went, boom, boom, boom. Didn't know what to do. But here we are. Give yourselves a round of applause for supporting this, okay? We're all in this together. And we all go out the same way. I'm going to do a song right now. And you guys might know it. You ever heard of a guy called Johnny Cash? Yeah? Well, we're going to do a Johnny Cash song done our way. And it goes like this. train a coming, run round the bend. Ain't seen no sunshine, I don't know when. Stuck for some prison, time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling down to San Antonio. Well, I was just a baby. Mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't play with guns. Shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. But I hear that lonesome whistle, and I hear baby and I cry. Baby, and I cry. Travel train was mine. Always be a good one. Move it down the line. I'll cross the prison. That's where I want to stay. Hi, Heather, how you doing? Oh, I hear that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Blues away. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Approach the stage. What may you ask? Technical
Check
difficulties.
1, 2. I'm. Huh? All right. All right. You want me to do this one? All right.
Okay.
Got this.
He's one of these musicians who always, couldn't make it, so now he's a road. I pay him. Thank you very much. Hey.
Hey, we're in a shirt.
We're on live streaming, eh?
Well, I want to introduce the band to you. To my left, your right, all the way from Bing, Ontario. Anybody know where Bing, Ontario is? Because he doesn't.
I need a ride home, sorry.
It's near Dunnville, I think. John Newton.
Oh, stop it.
Not too far from here, Hamilton, I guess. Dino Charavelli. Did I get it close enough? Charavelli. Over here from Mississauga, Ontario. Actually, he's originally from, where, Thunder Bay?
Timmins.
Oh, Timmins. It's warm down here today for him, right? So, Dean McTaggart. Now, you guys watched the Labor Day game where we really beat the Argos up real bad. This guy behind me is Scott Gardner, and he's the photographer that got hit by the pardon? Argo, not Ottawa yet. The Toronto Argonaut on live TV, and my wife goes, They got Scott. Yeah. So he got hit, and our drummer's doing good. He hurt his MCL, and the Ticats are playing good just because he got hit by an Argo. Scott Gardner, everybody. And I'm Big Johnny Blue, and I'm going to ask Shari if she wants to come up and say a couple of words. Okay? Everybody put your hands together and stand up for Shari right here, okay?
I'd just like to thank everyone coming out to and a show of support for Devan, and thank the band so much for taking good care of them in their memories and their support as well.
Thank you. You want to say something? No? Sherry Sullivan, everybody. Another two. QG.
What?
G. Stormy Monday. Here's one of my favorite songs of all time. It's a song by a man called T-Bone Walker. And he made this song famous back in the 1960s and 50s. Well, 50s and 60s. I'm dyslexic, it's okay. Call it stormy Monday. Tuesday just as bad. Call it stormy Monday. Tuesday just as bad. Wednesday's even worse. Thursday's so sad. Eagle fly on Friday. Saturday I goes to play. Eagle fly on Friday. Saturday I goes down to play. Sunday go to church. Get down on my knees and I'll pray. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on me. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on me. Lord have mercy. Someone bring my baby back home to me. Rod McTaggart. Eagle fly on Friday. Saturday I goes down to play. Eagle fly on Friday. Saturday I goes down to play. go to church, get down on my knees and I pray. Thank you. Got a real treat for you. Put your hands together for the legendary Sonny Del Rio. He's going to come up and play some saxophone. This song is dedicated to Devan. It's a song I wrote about a young fella who died of cancer. He was 21, and a guitar player, his name's John DePaulo, and he come to me in a dream, and he told me, "Don't cry for me, I'm in a better place." And we know Devan's in a better place. And we know my wife is in a better place too. And this is dedicated to Devan and also my wife, Charlene. It's called Don't Cry for Me. It ain't goodbye. I've only just begun. Never did lose the battle I won. You should see where I am. I can fly by the stars, play with fish in the ocean, I have a golden guitar. To all the ones I love, don't cry for me. Oh yeah. don't cry for me. Sonny Del Rey on the saxophone. You should see where I am. I can fly by the stars, play with fish in the ocean, have a golden guitar. To all the ones I love, don't cry for me. Oh yeah, don't cry for me. John Newton on guitar. Jim and Stevie play guitar. Gene Krupa plays the drums. Beethoven plays piano. John Lennon sings I love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To all the ones I love, don't cry for me. Oh yeah. Don't cry for me. Go again, Sonny, one more, buddy. If you could see what I see, your tears would stop at once. I don't feel the pain no more. Miss you, I send my love. All the ones I love, don't cry for me. Oh yeah. Don't cry for me. That's for Devan. That's for my wife Charlene. That's for Beverly, my daughter, and my sister-in-law Ruth. We love you very much. Okay, Sonny, you're up, man. You want to play? Use this one here.
We're late for a very important date. Yeah, hey. Give me a C chord. Well, it's Saturday night and I just got paid. A fool about my money, don't try to say. My heart said go, go, have a time. 'Cause it's Saturday night, baby, I'm feeling fine. I'm gonna rip it up, gonna shake it up, gonna rock it up, gonna pull it up. We're gonna rip it up, have a ball tonight. Bop, 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 bop. I got me a date and I won't be late. I'll pick her up in my Rocket 88. My heart's beating rhythm, my pants are digging time. Saturday night, I'm feeling fine. I'm gonna rip it up, gonna shake it up, gonna rock it up, gonna pull it up. We're gonna rip it up, have a ball tonight. Well, Jenna, 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 won't you come along with me? Jenna, Jenna, oh, Jenna, 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 won't you come along with me? Jenna, Jenna, oh, Jenna, Jenna, you know that I love you, buy you a diamond ring, yeah. You got me spinning, 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 baby, spinning like a spinning top. You got me spinning, 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 spinning like a spinning top. You know that I love you, never, never, never gonna stop. All right. Well, come on over, baby, a whole lot of shaking going on. I said, come on over, baby, baby, you can't go wrong. I'm faking, whole lot of shaking going on. I said, come on over, baby, 'cause we got chicken in the barn. What barn? Come on over, baby, baby, you can't go wrong. I'm faking, whole lot of shaking going on. Shake it for me one time, baby. Shake it, baby, shake. Shake it, baby, shake. Shake it, baby, shake. Shake it, baby, shake. Come on over. Whole lot of shaking. Go, go, Johnny, go. Yeah, come on over, baby, a whole lot of shaking going on. I said, come on over, baby, baby, you can't go wrong. We ain't faking, whole lot of shaking going on. Everybody sing along now. Shake it, baby, shake. Shake it, baby, shake. Shake it, baby, shake. Yeah, shake it, baby, shake. Come on over, whole lot of shaking going on.
How do you like them red running shoes, man? You want to do a song about red running shoes, buddy? Yeah, sure. All right. Sonny's going to sing this song about red running shoes. Look at his shoes. And you know what? This is a dance area, so everybody get up here that wants to dance. I don't care who you are. Tom, come on, you can do it. You're the son of Santa Claus. You can do this. This is the illegitimate son of Santa Claus. It happened one Christmas Eve as Santa was putting presents out.
Sorry. That was rather juvenile. I'm sorry.
Okay, you ready, fellas? Yep. A, key of A. Give me an A chord. Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my red running shoe. Well, you could do anything but lay off of my red running shoe. Well, you can knock me down, step on my face, slander my name all over the place, doing the thing that you want to do. But honey, lay off of my shoes and don't you step on my red running shoe. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my red running shoe. Well, you can burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old fruit jar, do anything that you want to do. Honey, lay off of my shoes and don't you step on my red running shoe. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my red running shoe. Well, it's a red running shoes. Red running shoes. Red, look out! Red running shoes. Well, you can do anything. Lay off of my red. Take it away now. Go! Well, you can knock me down, step in my face, signing my name all over the place, doing the thing that you want to do. Honey, lay off of my shoe, don't you step on my red running shoe. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my red running shoe. Everybody, red running shoes, red running shoes, red running shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my red running shoes.
Sunny Del Rio, everybody!
I'd love a glass of water. Does anybody have any? Is there a bottle of water somewhere?
Make 2. 3.
Water's for everybody. It's all on Johnny Blue.
All right, you gonna play saxophone one more time? Key of A. I'm gonna play the very first song I ever wrote. It's called "You Drive Me Baby Blues." I think I was about, I don't know, 11 and 12 when I wrote that, about 4 years ago. I've never grown up yet. Later on, we're going to get the legendary Charlie Chirelli. Stand up, Charlie. Stand up. Put your hands together.
The legendary.
I walk along this road. My thumb is stuck out. I want to see this world in one night. You drive me, baby, I'll see you tonight. Along the highway, the byway to your door. This is loving, baby. Ooh, come on, give me more. You drive me, baby, I'll see you tonight. Sonny Del Rio on the saxophone, folks. Put your hands together. Devan Newton on guitar. Her lips on mine, her hand caresses my skin. We're making love, oh yeah, baby, all through the night we're in. You try me, baby, I'll see you tonight. Dean McTaggart on the harmonica. Along the highway, along the byway to your door. This is loving, baby. Ooh, give me more. You try me, baby, I'll see you tonight. Take it home, sonny. Big round of applause for Sonny Del Rio. Oh, look at this. Are you Kevin? No, where's Kevin? Hey, Kevin, you want to come up and say a few words? Here's Kevin from the Knights Templar, is it? 999. He was with the North Wall Riders too, weren't you, buddy? Yeah, because I was there when you did the thing for the World War I guys a few years back.
Thank you. I was actually just here to hand out buttons and armbands, but on behalf of the Selvey family, thank you so much for being here. At the end of the day, it's all about community, and we need to all come together and work as one to bring about change to make sure that Devan is the last time we lose a child to bullying. And as I meet with the media and I meet with the school boards and principals and teachers pretty much all across this province so far, it's clear we're lost. And we've lost our way, and I think the biggest problem that we have is that we've lost community and we've lost our empathy for one another. And somehow or another along the way, our children have, they've lost the ability to recognize the difference between right and wrong. And we need to bring them back to that. We need to bring them back to, quite frankly, we need to bring them back to Christ. And we need to bring them back, at least, if not to Christ, but to love one another for simply nothing more than just for the fact that they're part of our community and they're our neighbors and they're our friends. Yes. So on behalf of myself, the 999th Legion for Child's Rights, thank you all so much for being here tonight. And again, I wasn't planning on taking the podium, but if anybody wants to ask any questions while I'm standing up here so you understand who we are, I'm sure I can have a minute.
Who are you?
I'm not really sure. No, somebody told me my name was Kevin and I came up here.
That's right.
Right? My wife said I was supposed to come up here. I just do what the lady says to do. So, alrighty, thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you, brother. Want to play a couple? Or you want to wait till the next set?
We got to ask him because he's legendary.
He's what? He's legendary, that's right. He's wearing I got a pink guitar pick. So. You want to do? All right, we're going to let Charlie do his thing. We're going to take a little break. And then we're going to get Robert Tyler up right after that, okay? And Robert's going to play some music for us.
What are we doing?
We're taking a break. I'm Big Johnny Blue. We'll be back in a few minutes. We're going to have an intermission here.
Live streaming, you don't take a break. Okay, buddy.
Well, I'm going to do this I'm going to play La Via Rose. La Via Rose in E.
Let Charlie do his own thing.
Maybe I should just do this. I'm going to. Yeah, I'd love to join the band too, but.
Yeah, you'll do that in the second set.
Well, maybe with a few years of practice, you'll get there. Okay, buddy?
We're wearing pink for a reason. Pink stands for gentleness. Pink stands for crossing gender lines and crossing preference lines. And it's not new because Edith Piaf, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of Edith Piaf. And she sang and made the song La Vie en Rose, which means life in the pink. And she made it famous. And I'd like to do that as a tribute to Kevin and as a tribute to not what you would call weakness, but as a tribute to gentleness. I mean, if you saw a pink stoplight, you wouldn't stop. Red makes you stop. Red is fiery. But pink is gentle. And that's why we're wearing pink, because we need to be gentle with each other and with the earth for that matter. We need to be gentle with our community, and our community needs to be gentle with us. So I'm going to do something that's completely different.
It just ain't right to cause so much pain. It just ain't right to cause so much pain. It just ain't right to cause so much pain. Right here in our Hammer Town home. Tough city streets, gotta pave them with love. Tough city streets, gotta pave them with love. Our Hammer Town home. We've had enough. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Long, long way from home. Long, long way from home. Thank you. There's a lot of people might know that I sort of make a living by being who I am, which is Sicilian. I'm a Sicilian. I came here when I was a baby, and I grew up with a lot of Sicilian music, and I'm going to do one for you. Thank you all. Thank Big Johnny Blue for doing this.
Thank you. Who's being silly? The big silly? Oh, he's the godfather of the harmonica. What can I say?
That it is. Forget about. Okay, who's a young person that wants to come up and say something? Okay, please.
Hello, my name is Jean-Luc Martel, and I'm currently a journalism student at Mohawk College, and my entire life I have been mercilessly bullied and hounded, and not by students, which is the worst part. I was hounded and bullied, and my mother was too. She was blamed for all my acting out. By the system. The system were the perpetrators right from the get-go. I went through three different elementary schools, and one of which I was informed in a very intimate meeting by the lovely principal, in a remarkable display of honesty, that when I'd been transferred from one of the other schools, she'd been reliably informed that she was getting a criminal. I'm a real criminal, seriously. So, something else that a lot of people may not be aware of that schools do, they keep a record of everything your kid does. And by this, I mean, more or less, it's essentially the academic equivalent of a criminal record. I'm not making this up. This is a thing. So, I'm sure we've all heard the analogy of schools being treated like prisons, right? the way the way more and the way the things are run. We're all familiar with that one. It's been said before. So they don't just treat the students like future criminals. They even have records on them that follow them around from school to school. So when you think you're getting a fresh start at another school, you're not, because your record will follow you there. Your child's record will follow you there. That's something that a lot of people don't know, but that's a thing. The school system has clearly told us that they don't give a damn about our children or our future, and as we all know, our children are our future. And quite frankly, 3 years ago, I could have very easily been the reason why all of you were here. And the only reason I wasn't was because I've got a fantastic mother who, she's currently in the bathroom right now, which is bad timing, but anyways, so the only reason I wasn't this is because I had a fantastic mother who was all on her own and who was just a fantastic example of strength. And I could tell it cost her a lot, you know. It seems to me that the worst crime you can commit in a school is to be intelligent and far more importantly, don't be afraid to show you're smart. They will attack you mercilessly for that one. If you're smart and you're not afraid to show it, they will never let you have a moment's peace. Something else. It seems to me that there are only more and more, there are only really 3 types of people in the schools. You've got the enablers that stand by and do nothing. You've got the aggressors who do something, and you've got the sheep and you've got the people who are actively being bullied. Where are the protectors? You know, where the hell are they? Because the schools sure as hell aren't looking out for our kids. They sure as hell didn't look out for me. You know? We gotta get our kids together, people.
I really thank you for that. I mean, it does touch on something. Like, I remember I went to Keela Mackay, which is now Don Bosco. Okay. I mean, there's 1,700 to 2,000 kids there. When I left at the end of the day, I scurried out of there. There's no way I was going to be part of some sports or something like that. I was half the size even of the girls. I was one of those guys that grew a foot in 1 year, right? What I'd like to do, before we bring on Tyler? Robert Tyler? Could we please have Douglas Moore bless this night? Thank him, please, for allowing us to be in his house.
Before we go, the person with license plate number BKSN198, who's that?
Don't be a bully, just let them find their way.
No, you're blocking somebody in from getting out. Huh? It's Charlie. The guy's Sicilian, I'm telling you. These Sicilian guys.
All right, good evening. Welcome to Laidlaw. About 3 or 4 years ago, we made the pulpit movable. We also cut it down a couple of notches, which wouldn't hurt a preacher to be cut down a couple of notches, don't you think? Don't need to be the judge on the bench. We opened this up because, you know, Johnny's a friend, and that makes us a friend to Johnny's friends, and it seems to me in the world that if we could just be friends of each other, we would have less trouble. What happened to Devan? I don't know. The musicians keep telling me that I can't say things like shit in church. But what happened to Devan was shit. Well, no, the shit happened to Devan, and then the bullshit was what happened afterwards. And, you know, I don't know. I grew up on a farm, and the only thing I was ever taught to do was shovel shit. And it seems to me we're not doing enough of that, and we don't need more bullshit, and we don't need more shit, but we could shovel some of the shit that's been dumped on us. We're in the East End, and I've lived here now for 15 years, and I understand that sometimes they don't treat us very well. Do you know the history of this place? The Presbyterians downtown with the big fancy oak churches, when the factories went up down in the East End here, the Presbyterians said, oh my God, some of those rough-necked looking people who work down at the factories might show up at church downtown. We need to build them a mission. And that's what this is. In 1912, they gave them $20,000 and said, build them a church nice enough that they won't come downtown. They did us a real big favor, because it would cost something like $18 million to build this again, and they did us a real favor because they put a young architect on it that they really didn't care what he did. And one thing that he did was he built, instead of building a church, he built a temple. And this is sort of a Greek-Roman temple. And then he did another thing that should never have been done in a church. He put a barrel ceiling in here like you might find in a dance hall or a concert hall, which anybody building a church would have said, hey, you can't do that. Then for good measure, when he got done with it, he looked outside, and temples don't have steeples. If you take note, you never saw the stock exchange with a steeple or a bank with a steeple. But he put a steeple on this. He figured, well, he put the Lighthouse of Alexandria, because when you look down the road here in 1912, you'd see the docks and the tall ships. You know Crown Point. We're the lousy harbor. Okay? Crown Point was the harbor where you couldn't bring in ore, or you couldn't bring in wine because it was too heavy, you'd bottom the ship and ruin it. So the entrepreneurs around this place thought, well, here's what we'll do. We'll tell all the cloth merchants that if they would dump their ballast out in Lake Ontario, they can come in light and we can give them half rate on a dockage here. Ergo, we wound up the fabric district. And I like to think of myself as the man of the cloth from the fabric district. This house has been blessed over a lot of years. It's 107 years old, and for reasons that I don't fully understand, we're still here. That's not true of a lot of churches. And it's not true of a lot of congregations, which is even more important than the churches. And I remember we put solar panels on here about 10 years ago now, and they said, the historic people told me I couldn't do that because I'd ruin the building. And I said to the historic people, have you got money? They said, no. I said, then go away and leave me alone and let the congregation do what they think is right. This place gets blessed because people come here and because they find a home. And we all need to find a home. I'm a shunned Mennonite. I don't know if you know what that means, but that basically means bullied to death. Because as far as the Mennonites are concerned, I'm dead. And I suppose I might have at some point in my game said to myself, well, religion sucks, and walked away from it. But it seemed to me that throwing out the baby with the bathwater is a bad idea. And I figured out what the bathwater was and what the baby was. And the baby is, this is a house of God. It's a place to make music. It's a place to be with each other, to walk through the struggles we walk through. And there's going to be shit. And there's going to be bullshit. So we better get busy and shovel it and make the world a better place for each other. I'm not Catholic, but I'll cross myself. Do we feel blessed now? Did I get it right? You could never do that right, but anyway, bless you for coming and bless you for keeping, we need to remember Devan, and we need to make things better, and I don't know, we're probably not going to fix everything overnight or in a million years, but if we don't try, if we don't keep at it, if we don't do what we can do, and, Big Johnny Blue's pretty good at making noise. And he's got a lot of friends who know how to do that too. So don't be afraid to make noise for them. Maybe if we make noise, they'll play. You're going to play? Robert? Tyler? What do you want to play? What do you want to play? Well, make some, well, I don't know. I got one song. Actually, I got a song, okay? We got a song. Where's Johnny? He's got to come over. I still got a guitar for you.
So let me introduce Robert Tyler from Mount Hope, Ontario, and a beautiful man. In my life, I've met only a few beautiful men. And Douglas Moore is a beautiful man. So is Father Nino at Roy York and Bloor. And so please make them feel at home.
Grab a guitar because you know how to play. I think you even know this song. You can help me. You can help me with this. Farther along. My mother was a Mennonite, and her life was kind of crappy because my great-grandfather, her grandfather, was a minister, and he was the most miserable human being on the face of the earth. And he drove my grandfather crazy enough that he ended up committing suicide, and then he condemned him to hell for it. So my mother never really got over that. But she liked this song, and it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me even when she was mean to me. Tempted and tried, are oft made to wonder why it should be thus all the day long, while there are others living about us, never molested, though in the wrong. Farther along, they'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. When death has come and taken our loved ones, it leaves our home so lonely and drear. Then do we wonder why others prosper, living so wicked year after year. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. Faithful till death, said our loving Master. A few more days to labor and wait. Toils of the road will then seem as nothing as we sweep through the beautiful day. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. When we see Jesus coming in glory, when he comes from his home in the sky,
2,000 years, bright shining as the sun. We've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Sing it, folks. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see. Was blind, but now I see. Reverend Doug Moore, and that ain't no, that's good shit he's doing, right? Where'd he go? My stepson Ronnie was here, and we had my wife's service here, and I said, my wife tells me to pick that shit up all the time, and my son comes running up, no, you can't say that in the church. You can't say that in the church.
Oh, okay.
We're going to do a group picture right here, folks.
But the group's out there.
You know what? How many of you guys want to come up for a group picture? Come on up, folks. Let's do a group picture, everybody. Let's go. Ivan, you can go up there and do it up there. All right. Get thee to the bell tower.
There we go. Here, got an idea. Okay, everybody, we can't move everybody. That would be a terrible idea. But the photographer is going to the balcony. And if you all stand up and turn around and look at the balcony, it will be a group picture and nobody will get hurt. How's that? Stand up, look up there into the balcony. See that camera guy who thought he would get away with nobody seeing who he is? But there he is. Isn't he beautiful? Why is he behind the camera? That makes no sense. Yeah, he's up there. All right.
This cannot be used for government ID anywhere,
No.
okay? All right?
We don't have a fancy computer. Yep, just look at it, and he's going to take everybody's picture. He wants a group picture. There should be a group, don't you think?
Everybody say, hi, Ivan.
Whoa! Say Fuzzy Pickles. Fuzzy Pickles and stuff.
Come on, where's the rest of you guys?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Come on back.
Fuzzy Pickles. Hairy cucumbers. Cheese. That's not allowed in church. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, folks. All right, let's get back to play. Yes. All right. Guys, we're going to let Robert do his thing here. All right? So, put your hands together. Where's he from? He's from Mount Hope, Ontario. Put your hands together for Mr. Robert Tyler.
Let's hear it for this man. You make sure. So, bullying. I moved around so many schools. My parents moved around so many schools. It got to a point where I could almost pick out the guy that was going to pick on me. And it was never the biggest guy. He had nothing to prove. It was always the tag-along, the little wimpy faggot, whatever. And that's the guy that used to pick on me. And now, talking about schools, maybe schools are too large. You know, when you have a small amount of people, there's no ego. Then you get 10, 12 people, a lot more ego. When you get my crew that hangs with me and empowers me, that's dangerous. And that's what happened to Devan. For some reason, that little crew built up their confidence level to a point that was obscene. And you saw the result. Okay, so we have Big Johnny Blue coming on again. And please welcome them. Thank you.
That's Raymond Domian from Toronto. I've known him since we're 11 years old. And he's not generally an MC, but our friend Joe Raberneck passed away last year, and we made sure that Raymond was going to be the MC in Joe's place. So give a big hand for Raymond Domian, please. We've got this man here, John Newton. We're going to do a song that him and Joe Rebernack wrote. It's called Tattoos and Scars.
Check 2. Standing on the crossroads, trying to flag a ride. No money in my pocket, walking on the wild side. Driving from place to place, never even in the race. To leave without a trace in these tattoos and scars. No matter where I go, those things are always going to show. I take my memories of where I go. I wear them on my sleeve. As you look in the mirror, they reflect back on me. Everybody. All I got left, all I got left, all I got left are these tattoos and scars. All I got left, all I got left, all I got left are these tattoos and scars. All I got left, all I got left, All I got left are these tattoos and scars. All I got left, all I got left, all I got left are these tattoos and scars. All I got left, all I got left, all I got left are these tattoos and scars. All I got left, all I got left, all I got left are these tattoos and scars. Standing at the crossroads. That goes out to my buddy Joe. Thank you.
Here's a song I wrote. It's my wife Charlene helped me write this song because she said, "Don't use the baby words. Just start playing the thing up." So we did, and she helped me with the words and everything. It's called Bebop Rocket. It's on my last album. It goes like this. We're gonna bebop, rock it, make it all night long. We're gonna bebop, rock it, make it all night long. With my baby by my side, I know I can't do no wrong. I gotta bebop, rock it, make it all night long. I gotta bebop, rock it, make it all night long. With my baby by my side, I know I can't do no wrong. I got them crazy boogie legs, I'm dancing on the floor. I got them crazy boogie legs, I'm dancing on the floor. That's my children. Well, look at you, baby. My baby says, give me more. Rod McTaggart. When I'm riding down the highway, look for a place to run. When I'm riding down the highway, look for a place to run. Well, my baby says slow down. I said, give it some. I'm gonna bebop, rockin', bakin' all night long. Gonna bebop, rockin', bakin' all night long. My baby by my side, I know I can't go wrong. Take it home, John. Hey, Crazy Legs, want to say a few words, Ronnie? This is my son, Ronnie Hollis.
First, wow. What do we do? How do we do this? Oh, I see. Whew. Well, let's, first of all, let's hear it for our local musical talent for Devan. I mean, come on, look at the community we're pulling together with musicians from all over. This is what Devan, this is what he wanted. I'm going to be short of breath with this. I mean, I had to dance up a storm. But,
What did you do, run here?
I was dancing right there.
Oh,
I'd like to touch on the bullying stuff in what I've seen. Myself and my wife Kim live in the neighborhood. I live on Tolton Avenue, which was a few streets away. I have lived there for over 30 years and seen tragedy in the neighborhood. This was tragedy that never should have happened. I wouldn't put the blame on the schooling system. It's not their fault. Several years ago, I thought the oil companies were raising our prices, okay? It wasn't. It's the tax structure that raised it, okay? I like the gentleman that spoke earlier and made it sound like the schooling system can't. It's higher than that where the problem is, okay? And I will get the message to that level of power or government. Obviously it's power because they're not even looking after us, they're laughing at us. We have to take it into our own hands peacefully and get the message across. And trust me, I do know how to get the message to the government, and I'm working on it right now. Thank you.
Ron Hollis. Man, I didn't know that guy could dance. That's really scary, isn't it? Here's one of my wife's favorite songs. You ain't a nothing but a hound dog, cracking all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, cracking all the time. You ain't never caught no rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. They said she was a high class, that was just a lie. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, get out of my back door. You ain't never caught a rabbit. I don't want you here no more. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, barking all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't never caught no rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. Rod, play me something. They said you was a high class, but that was just a lie. They said you was a high class, that was just a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. They said she was a high class, that was just a lie. They said you was high class, that was just a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit, ain't no friend of mine. I gotta get Charlie up here. I'm gonna get Sonny to come up and help us sing this last song. I'm gonna get, who else we got? Robert, come on up and sing this last song with us. Come on, man.
Don't rush, don't rush.
Who else is here? You don't need your guitar, Robert, you're okay. Come on up.
I have no idea what key.
Oh, you can sing.
What key?
C.
C.
This is You Are My Sunshine. Yeah. And I'm going to do one first. My wife Charlene used to sing this for everybody who's hurting. And it goes like this. If you know the words, help me out. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. You guys know it? Let's sing it. Ready? Warm kitty, soft kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. That's for Charlene, yeah. Where's Raymond, our guy? Did he leave? Too bad. All right. This is a sing-along for the last song of the evening. Brendan and Ronnie, come on up. You're going to sing this with me. Come on, let's go. And you should know it. Oh, look at this. A solid gold dancer is up on the stage. Caroline, come on up. Wayne, Miranda, come on up, buddy. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Come on, come on, come on.
Right here's good.
Raymond, come on up, let's go.
I could tell you're mommy, I could smell you. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I like that.
You guys gonna sing it with me? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, stand up, let's go on. I held you in my arms. Clap your hands. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken. So I held my hands and I cried. Ready? Here we go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Come on up, Sue. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Take it away, Charlie. John Newton on the guitar. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping. Clap your hands, get in it. And I held you in my arms. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken. So I held my hands and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. One more. Please don't take my sunshine away. Thank you, folks. This is for Devan and this is for Sherry and her family. For Charlene and everybody who's hurting. We might not stop bullying, but we're gonna control it, aren't we? Here's to you. Thank you very much.
I will be at Churchill School Monday morning. I hope at least one of our local politicians wants to meet me there, and anybody else that wants to be there. I will be there Monday morning to protect our children.
So we want a public inquiry, right? That means you got to get on the phone and you have to talk to your MPs and anyone you can talk to push it while it's alive, while it's here. Because a couple of weeks from now, we're going to forget. Okay, so I asked the question at the beginning of the night, how many refrigerator doors can you open without asking? How many got 3? 1? 2?
What is it? How many? What?
How many refrigerator doors can you open without asking permission?
Oh.
Okay? All of them, how many is that? 2. Anybody else? 3? Like, I'll give you the office fridge, but if you're working in a bar, that's 1 fridge. If you think about it, not too many fridge doors can you open without asking permission. And that's who we are. You can't even when you're driving, you can't stay put. You can't park in a park after 10 o'clock. You can't leave your car on the street. You can't go and park in someone else's parking lot. Well, then you got the beautiful man there who allows it to happen. So it's just, you know, the ego is an amazing thing. Like, confidence is a beautiful thing. When you see it happening, it's like a warm shroud enveloping you, and you see it and you go, wow. But then there's ego. Ego is nothing more than a vicious, virus-filled, disgusting virus that destroys everything in its wake. That's ego. Anyway, thank you for coming tonight, guys. God bless you all.